Welcome everybody to the RGN Spring Classic. We've got our lower bracket best of 3 finals underway. Tempo Gaming versus Lunatik Esports, and it is going to be Lunatik's map choice here, Dust 2, as it will be Tempo starting on the CT side. Of course, the winner of this will face off in the finals against, well, now known as Method, previously known as Phoenix Fire. But ooh, some action early on. We see Ryu going down to 16 HP as he tries to peek long. He's got Anomaly in pit, so they work in a decent crossfire, but Ryu's actually falling off. It's only Anomaly here. He finds one, but now down to 4 HP. That nade should be the end of him, and it will, because now ZNF needs to come up big here from the long crossing, but can anything happen? And Ryu actually just shoots his teammate as he doesn't realize that he's got some cover from Catwalk, but he's now moved up to the quad box. They've got an all-right hold here. They need Uber to get in the action as well, and could actually potentially work a boost here, but definite man advantage for the CT, or the T side rather. Ryu very, very low as Kusta goes down to the quad. Now it's only 2 players on the CT ramp. Ryu finds the first, but only gonna be Uber left here. He's gonna find one jumping in his direction, but it won't be enough. Invert ends the round, and Lunatik pick up their pistol round on their map choice.
Yep, going up 1-0. Tempo there, rotating from the CT. Once they're other prong of attack got taken down, it's really tough to retake from that location when all your numbers are there. So up 1-0 is the terrorist side, going for all rifles, and the obligatory second round buy coming in from Tempo. Little hesitant from Kusta, not sure if the call was made late or what, but Tempo Gaming spread out here across the map, taking things pretty slowly, not looking to walk into any stacks from the CT side, which would have been long. Taking the fight at middle, though, is Uber with the scout here. Doesn't want to go down any players early if you're Lunatik here, so maybe avoid that scout a little bit. And as you can see them smoking up mid here, and they're eventually going to make a coordinated take after they smoke up mid and such.
Yeah, I need to stick together here, and kind of forgot introductions. I'm Sprawl, and you were just listening to Laser there, Laser
How
Jesus. And I know, right? Once in a while I forget these things, but tease Lunatik again, just trying to play slow here. You don't really want to force yourself into a bad situation, as a lot of times you're going to have stacks and such in rounds like this. They are going to be taken into the B-bomb site. ZNF found one head, but will go down to the B-bomb site now, completely in control of the T's as they're trying to rotate back in Anomaly and Ryu, but Ryu goes down. Only Anomaly left.
Yeah, middle 5-7, 3 men to beat. AK on the ground, no, can't get anything. So 2-0 for Lunatik here, buy unsuccessful for Tempo. Taking a look at their money as well, Kusta did fully buy up, so he won't be able to get that op up when the 4th round comes around, unless, of course, they can somehow win this one. There's some crazy act of fate, but Lunatik, check their monetary situation. 2 of them went down, so 2 of them unable to start building that bank up. And the setup for Tempo. You know, if you've listened to me, Cass, this is my pet peeve. When teams do absolutely nothing but play default on their ecos.
Yeah, it doesn't really work out well, as, again, you're taking aim duels where the other team should have the equipment advantage, so you shouldn't be able to get those frags. But here they go. They're going to be trying to break into this B-bomb site. Drake takes down one, make it the second as well. As Ryu's going to try and make something happen from the door. Anomaly actually finds Tivu with a USPS in mid. So he'll be able to collect at least 1 AK out of this round, and Molotov to boot, not too shabby, as he's going to be saving here. Ryu's just going to play some exits, and honestly, it's a good idea at this point. They want to make this even more expensive as that last round. Well, they took away 2, but again, they want to make these anti-ecos as expensive as possible for Lunatik.
Yeah, anything they could do is just going to add in to when the gun round finally comes around. See if Ryu can do anything more, but nope. Invert peeks out. Safe exit now for the T's. Might have some action here in the T spawn. I'm not sure if Anomaly wants to take this fight. He's in a really slick spot, though. I would not check that if I was the T here. And we'll see if he does it. Not going to get any action. So, Anomaly with the more passive route, just going to save that AK. And he is going to have to armor up, so nothing for his teammate in terms of an AWP. And for Lunatik here, we see Invert with the op already. So no op for Kusta. We'll see if that it punishes them for buying up the second round.
Yeah, Tempo without an op on the field, and yeah, Anomaly, I'm going to use that in matchmaking. That's a nice spot that he crawled in there. I haven't seen that before, but comes a quick B, a little bit of pressure, but that smoke comes down, and they're going to second guess it, and I like it, as they will fall back into upper dark, now rotating into lower the T's. Ryu and Anomaly stacked in the pit at the moment, so interesting play here, as smoke grenade actually from their teammate. I believe was like Kusta that threw that, or maybe I just missaw it and it was Anomaly. Nonetheless, it's at the top of the barrel, and this is actually a really cool angle as you can see feet, and actually Drossel takes a nade right underneath his feet, speaking of, goes down to 50. So some early damage done, but the T's now grouping up in mid. Makes me think that they're probably going to go for some sort of mid to be execute.
Yeah, it could be. They could still go back to A, but the bomb is towards B. Last time Lunatic did their mid smokes, they went straight into B, so Tempo here does have... They're not really set up here to stop this. They only have one player in the CT spawn, and he has to look for a window through the smokes, but the T's have already traversed past middle, and now they got a nice little crunch on the players in B. This is horrible for Tempo. It's going to be really tough for these players to hang on, but they're doing just that. They do trade out favorably, but now the site is, the map is cut in half. Drossel here at middle has a big chance to cut him in. Oh no. Anomaly gets that frag, and now it's just scouts up. If Drossel was able to make them hesitate a bit in the CT spawn, he might have been able to get the bomb down, but now in a bad spot. Gets the first one though, trades a lot of his HP for it, but he's gonna get the bomb down. It's not too bad for Lunatic.
Yeah, I think this is a good salvage. Scouts, he still has 15 HP, might be able to make it work. Oh, Anomaly, what a shot as he puts down Scouts. So, nope, Scouts not gonna have a chance there, but again, he does get the bomb down. So a little bit more money, and you can see the fact that they only keep 2 alive on that CT side. Yeah, they won the round. They don't have a lot of money behind this. Anomaly, the richest of the bunch, as he still has an op in hand. So not too bad at all. But they will have to throw rifles back on those 3 players, and it'll take down their money a little bit. On the T side, they got Drake at around 8K, and they're going to pass some rifles around. So not save territory quite yet, as the CTs have got rifles across the board as well. So here we go, round 5 underway. This is a bit of a swing round here. You can see monetary situation on both teams fairly low. Whoever wins this, if Lunatic can take this 4th round, honestly, they're going to have a heck of a T side here, but CTs obviously want nothing like that to happen.
No, not at all. Want to start getting your momentum right if your Tempo here after taking your first round of the game. This is lower bracket finals, meaning if either team loses, they are out of the tournament. We would be taking 3rd place. Winner moving on to now Method, formerly Phoenix Fire, waiting in the upper brackets. But here at Lunatic, looking to take mid to A. All right, they take out ZNF at middle. That's Tivu. And this is a great opening pick for them because it'll allow them to easily rotate back towards middle. Tempo Gaming still thinking it was Catwalk, and now all alone is Uber.
Okay, he's in a really rough spot here, but they line up for him. Wow. Oh my god, he gets all 3. Are you joking me right now? And now he needs to deal with these players inside of the B side. It's only Tivu and Drossel, and they mess up their Molotov as well. Window still wide open for business as Uber's just peering through. Tivu's going to jump towards double stack, and they will get the bomb set here, but the rotate already underway, and Uber, you're nuts. If you can continue this round that way, this should be an easy retake.
Yeah, I just love the way he lined him up. Lunatic had no idea. Uber, is he looking for the ace here? Takes down the 4th one, and now just 1 remains. That's Drossel, but his teammate's going to steal the rest of the glory. But Tempo, oh man, it was looking real grim at the beginning. Losing that player, and Lunatic had a great read on the situation. They took down the player at mid. It looked like they were kind of working towards Catwalk. They were applying a little pressure there, so Tempo Gaming, they had to make a choice, and it came so quickly that Lunatic rotated from Catwalk to mid, and that's one of the powerful things about T-Side does too.
Yeah, very interesting round comes out, and Uber's in one of those locations where you honestly only expect him to get maybe 1, but again, they pushed all together, and that's a highlight reel material right there for Uber, and here we go. They won 2 in a row. Now they've got the T's on Eco, so this is a good situation for them. We're going to see Smoke and a Molotov, just in case they wanted to push through that. T's now moving into lower dark. We've got Scouts in top mid, and he's going to be flashing through mid double doors, but they haven't actually pushed through. So maybe a bit of a fake here as Tivu does have a smoke in hand. They could smoke off mid to B or something to that effect. Kusta finds Scouts.
He's reloading.
Just runs up. Oh, is that an F? Caught on a reload. Ryu finds 1 in mid. Kusta, Uber, all of them lining him up. Only Drake left here.
I like the idea by Lunatic. They faked like it was going to be a very quick Catwalk execution. They smoked up mid and then had a guy run up right after that, throw pop flash into A. But they just waited a bit too long at mid. I would like to see them go a little sooner. Pretty obvious for Tempo after a bit that only 1 guy's coming up the Catwalk. They did take out ZNF, who unfortunately was reloading just as the peak happened. So he was taken out, but his teammate in the right place to help him out. So all tied up here, 3-3. Lunatic with another gun round. We do have 2 ops on the field here. Kind of quiet from both operas here, and they are They do very well with those guns, Kusta, as well as Invert. And with the cross, nobody to find for Invert. Let's see the setup for Tempo. They're rushing aggressively down catwalk here, going for the boost. Got a player in danger here for Lunatik if he's not careful. That's Drake down below. And he's playing this so passively. Doesn't want to walk into anything. And he's going to peek it. Oh, he's so cautious. Doesn't want to give up any advantage. And they missed the shot. So now, that's a lot of info for Lunatik, who are up long. They know Tempo's on catwalk.
Yeah, and guaranteed 2 of them as well, one being an op as he whiffed that shot. So here they go. They're going to be crossing long A. And they realize, again, that they were on catwalk, so they're going to have to deal with these players. Kusta sends Tivu flying. He's playing at the double set, but Drossel puts him down invert with a frag of his own. They still have Ryu here at the quad box, and he's actually going to peek out aggressively. Tries to make it over and not get scouts on the plant. Again, those hitboxes, pretty terrible when they're mid-bomb plant there. So I'm going to cut him some slack, but it's Uber and ZNF both coming from CT spawn. This is not great positioning for them. As you can see, the T's are absolutely everywhere. Drake off the flank. He takes down. Oh, I thought he got the second as well. Drossel helped out in that one. So good play from Lunatik. Nice post plant as, again, Tempo probably even should have maybe saved those 2 rifles, as that was not really the best way to retake from CT spawn. It can be very difficult.
Yeah, I mean, there's no right angle to peek when you're peeking that, because you eventually have to try to peek the ramp, but then you got to worry about long, anybody peeking from cat, just everywhere that you have to watch out for. If you don't have anybody long or cat, probably save that. So Tempo throwing a little bit of money away, and you can see that really hurt them. Highest guy with 350 bucks. And Lunatik there, they read the situation perfectly. Once the advantage was not gained by Tempo and they realized their opera was set up on cat, Lunatik just took out long immediately. Tempo Gaming, without the advantage gained right away, it's hard to recover from that once all of long is just swarmed by the T's and they have their opera set up in pit. So, nice round by Lunatik, but another chance here for Tempo to shut down the monetary situation of Lunatik, but Lunatik with the same opportunity. This time already down a player. That's Drake, is trying to work a very slow pick into B, and they get the opening, and Tempo Gaming, the rotate is so far away.
Yeah, ZNF coming in through double doors. He's going to find invert. They need to trade to come in, and it's not going to be there. So this makes things a little bit more difficult. They've got number 7-man Tivu coming from upper mid. Oh my god, ZNF and Kusta. They just bust into this B-bomb site and take it like it's easy. Is now only Tivu, and he's made plenty of footsteps in upper dark, so they know exactly where he's coming from. Kusta, see you later. ZNF go down as well. It won't be so. ZNF will find the frag, and 4-4 is our score line. ZNF with a 4K on the round. Beautiful one from him, and I think he started that off through the smoke onto, I think it was Drake up on catwalk. We just took down in mid. Yeah, again, right through the smoke, just free B, and was able to escape without a refrag. So Lunatik not able to make that B first entry frag work in their favor.
And the way they retook it, ZNF peeked the doors, got the frag, and his teammate, I'm not sure if it was intentional or if it was called for, but they team flashed him the moment he peeked in. He got the frag, and it worked out perfectly because Lunatik was trying to refrag him, but they were just blind. Everybody was blind. And then, after that, easy retake because so much time had expired. And now Lunatik trying to come out along. Oh, man. Kusta mows them all down with the ace. Eco round ace. Always feels good to get those.
Yeah, no doubt about it, as the stats are going to be a little bit padded there for Kusta as he pulls in the 5K, but 5-4 here as Tempo now with the round lead. And you can see the T side a little bit hurting for changes. They've got one glow on the field. Nah, they've got a decent nade set. They'll be all right in this round, so see how it goes. No ops on the field, as they're going to be sending 2 players initially right into B for the CT side, and they've got a pop flash that's going out for the long players as they make their way to pit. So interesting play, and this is pretty standard here. They like to have Uber just play inside of B tunnels, or not B tunnels, just B site. Then they'll have their 4-man ZNF playing in mid. So if Lunatik can recognize this, the problem is ZNF's hitting some shots, and so is Uber. So although it may be a little weaker on those portions because of the man count, ZNF and Uber, they're doing work here.
Yeah, ZNF making himself seem real large, like there's numerous players there or something, playing the mid-smoke so well. That's a position you usually have an opera in. But if you have a player like that can adjust and move around and find the angle so well, I guess you can play a rifle there aggressively nonetheless. And if he goes down, the site, you saw what happened. If Uber didn't make that play, it was a 5 versus 1, everybody coming towards the B bomb site, and Lunatik was splitting B, but still real confident with their peaks as Tempo. And now already down 2, Lunatik, and they're trying to reroute over here towards B. Coming out middle here, Lunatik, no, invert. Been taken out by Ryu, and I was going to say, if they could just get out middle here, they might have a chance. But with their middle taker going down, Drossel, limited time remaining on his life here.
Yeah, tries to go back to B, and again, it comes back to, do you want to take mid to B? There's only one player in mid, one player in B that, well, of course, we're aware of. They can question it and such, as, again, ZNF posing such a presence there that it might make you think there might be more players. But do you push into the numbers, or do you push into the players that are hitting their shots right now? And it really is kind of a difficult choice to make if you want to try. And, again, you should, in theory, be able to overwhelm these guys that are playing by themselves. But
yeah.
They've been doing a really good job of it on the CT side.
Yeah, both ZNF as well as Uber with very standout plays. And Lunatik here with the eco round set up. Looks like they're going to try to pop flash out mid. No, they don't have anything mid. They just have a smoke. They're going to try to run out and then quarterback sneak the bomb into long. But with Tempo Gaming with 2 players here, I don't think anybody is going to rotate all the way. They do trade out mid, and this is going to make Tempo Gaming start to rotate. We might have a shot at a quarterback sneak here because Drake, there's so many different layers to this. They try to come up mid, then they try to sneak out B. But now that the last player's been taken out, is Tempo going to realize he might make it across here?
Yeah, I think he's going to do it simply because of that last frag that Invert just got in the site. So here we go. Scouts about to put the bomb down. Invert's going to be rotating out. And at this point, if you can make it close, fantastic. You'll help. But they're still not sure that they think it's B. Oh, my goodness. And Kusta, he's going to Molotov the big box. They're still taking. Oh, my goodness. This is the awkward situation where you finally take in. You're like, oh, my God.
Good retake,
There's no
guys.
beeping.
Sick retake.
What is it? Guys, that was awesome, but there's no one here. And now we have to go back to the other side, and there's absolutely no time, as that is a free eco. As Lunatic, they pull up the quarterback sneak, and the CTs have no idea where the bomb's planted. Invert takes down Ryu as well. My God, did that work out well.
This is ridiculous. They're still at B. I mean, at least they retook a certain bomb site. It wasn't the right one, but I guess, nobody made the call, and it's so far into it. Nobody's here in the plant. I mean, I guess it's just such a high-pressure situation that, I don't know. The Lunatic here is thinking, these guys are noobs.
Oh, that's got to be heartbreaking for Tempo. Again, you look at the equipment that should have been around where they were able to pick it up. But again, the way that they took B, they finally get that end frag where there's only that one CT there. Well, that thought, though, is they're going to take out a long here. They're having a nice trade as Drake takes down Anomaly. Ryu onto Drake, but man-for-man trade. T's always going to take that one, but anyhow, that last round just one of the ridiculous one for the books, that's for sure.
That is crazy. I mean, you usually teams realize it when they're getting close to the bomb, not when they've already taken into the bomb site, and they were out for blood. They're in there checking all the angles. They're ready to go.
Pre-firing under window and just they were letting it rip in that B-bomb site. Just,
I mean, I would have loved to have been in their mumble when they realized, like, come on, guys. Really? the dead guy. I mean, even the dead guy didn't call it out. I don't know. That was hilarious. But we're into another round. Let's try to shake that one off, as hilarious as it was. But Tempo with an adjustment here. I mean, they went down a player. Usually they've been playing 3-1-1. Oh, getting aggressive in the B tunnels. Pusta onto Kibu. But they do trade for the B take. So only one player up here. That's ZNF. Having some big rounds. Can he do it again? Gets the first one coming in. Is he going to be able to spam down the second? No, Drossel does trade out. But Tempo Gaming, real far away. If Pusta doesn't hit a shot here, that's going to be the B bomb site.
Yeah, they get in there. Drossel with 4 HP. I thought for sure ZNF was going to finish that off, but unfortunately wasn't the case for Tempo anyhow. Lunatic, well, on their way to a second round in a row here. If they can just take this round, Drossel's going to be Molotoving into upper dark. They've got 2 angles to work here. Kusta trying to jump at double doors. Takes out the Tech 9, not a bad idea. Ryu just rushes right through the fire in the flames. Drossel drops inside of the smoke, though. Can Kusta make it happen here? He does! Are you joking me? He steals the round right back. That's what they get for faking them out so hard. Kusta's gonna be happy about that one, as Tempo will take the round thereafter. So a little bit of I don't know, morale rescue as they do grab their 7th.
Right, retaking the B bomb site twice in a row. Tempo. Once the bomb was there, once it wasn't. Consistency, Chad. Consistency.
Yep, exactly.
But we're retaking the site. No matter what, if we go there or not, that's where we're going. But interesting first half to this best of 3. And in the lower bracket finals that we see these shenanigans no less. And Tempo with the armor buy with Tech 9s still allowing themselves enough to buy next round. Actually, they're cutting it close. I mean, we see Drake going armor Tech 9. He's going to be looking at what, 30, 3,500, something like that next round. That's not a lot, or about 4,000. But hold that thought. Coming up mid, Kusa as well as DNF. They got out mid, but I mean, they couldn't make it past the CT spawn. And Tempo Gaming with a nice little hold. Sometimes Tech 9 rounds can get a little scary, but not this one. Tempo Gaming now taking a bit of a lead here at 8-5.
Yeah, Kusta is starting to hit shots right now as well, and that's something to highlight. And a great part for Tempo and Dust, too, is the fact that they have a player like Kusta. Again, Invert's very high-late opera in himself, but Kusta on the CT side just holds some very sick angles. You saw, I think it was 2 rounds ago, that he had that shot on short from a platform. It's the way he hits shots, honestly, is doing great things for Tempo. But here we go, long take underway, Ryu and Kusta. They got to make something work here, but the T is not sure if they want to push out. They're going to work it very slowly here. Drake finds a weapon that he'll grab. That's nice for him, but they're still posted up in long, and they haven't shown themselves in pit at all.
Yeah, and Tempo Gaming was a little clustered up there on the elevator. They did boost one guy into sight, but this A site's looking real suspect right now. If Lunatik do make their way up long, I think they're going to have some success. Drossel, only other player from Lunatik, not at long. Just slowly lurking around mid for any rotates, and now coming up long. Tempo Gaming don't have the best setup here, but Uber as well as Kusta, they don't find their way around Kusta. Oh, good shot by Uber. Now Ryu goes down trying to watch the cross. Only one guy up here. DNF trying to give it to him from the cross, but he only gets one. And now Uber left with 2 men up, planting the bomb now.
Oh, here we go. Hail Mary shot it. He tries to get the bomb down, Tvu, but won't be allowed. Now Uber, he should know that the bomb's probably on site, but again, maybe not so sure that incendiary's picture perfect for what he was looking for, and he's actually going to fall off and find a new angle. I like it, as just keeping him guessing. Invert, going to try and get the bomb set here. It takes a little bit of damage, but 15 not too bad, as Uber will be taking from CT spawn. Invert, if he tries to cross, oh, he does get spotted out. So now locational information completely known by both players. Pop flash by Invert, not effective, as they will spot him at double set. Can he find the spray? Uber will eventually find the headshot. He starts some spray and decides to go back to the tap, and clearly it works out for him.
Yeah, I like the effort there, going all the way around. And Tempo Gaming gonna take another 9-5 now, and it was looking real close at the beginning. It was like 5-4, something like that, and now stretching that lead a bit is Tempo. Gonna be nice coming into the T side, and at the beginning of that round, Lunatik didn't have the best monetary situation. The Tech 9 armor round before it, we saw Drake have to go with a Galil and some armor, and without getting armor, I like the Tech 9s, but if you didn't get armor there, we would have saw full nades from Lunatik, and in this position, that may have lost him the round. I mean, is the armor really worth it in that scenario just to have a better chance on the Tech 9 round to sacrifice nades? I don't think so.
Yeah, I think the utility definitely could have worked out. Kusta finds one on short as he's mixing up his positions here. Again, he was working long previous, now posts up on short in that nice angle where even if you miss, you fall off. Honestly, really hard to frag an Opera when he's in that spot. Even again, if they miss that shot, they're usually out of sight in a moment's notice. So here we go, though. Drossel leads the charge into B. ZNF's going to find one. He spots that there multiple are coming out here. Drops an incendiary, but might be a little bit late. Will pepper some of the players coming out, but will be Uber to come and clean up as only Invert now. He's in a 1v3. Definitely would like to make this 9-6. Much different scoreline. Although it's 1 apart, 10-5. It feels a little bit different, 9-6. When Pistol come back, but he finds the first. Often the hardest, as now 1v2. Kusta playing at the double doors, or rather up window. It's going to be Uber jumping at the double doors. I think he was spotted momentarily, but Uber's just going to try and get this set, but needs to be very careful. Oh, Kusta, perfect timing on that incendiary, as it will flush him out of the double stack position. They don't peek at the same time, though, so don't really take advantage. And one comes in with the pistol. It will be Uber to finish it off. I had visions of Invert connecting with that spray control, but won't be so. Uber finds the round. It will be 10-5 here as Tempo take a convincing CT half on their opponent's map choice.
Yeah, got a little sketchy in the end there for Tempo. Not the best timing on both those peaks. Invert did have a chance, but already Tempo Gaming first half breaking that double-digit mark. Always feels good coming into the second. Pistol round going to be heavy for Lunatik. If they don't take this, they're going to have to win first gun round and don't look back after that. But if they win pistol, make it a lot easier on ourselves, on themselves. Not ourselves. I'm not playing. But,
Maybe you wish.
I wish. Yeah, those days are gone. I am. I guess playing it in our staff cup. So
There you go.
it'll be interesting. If you
That'd
guys
be awesome.
don't know, we got a staff cup coming up here. It's gonna be a fun one.
Yeah, the Virtus Pro Staff Cup number 2. That was actually one of the first events that I did here at RGN Casting. It was honestly awesome. But look out for that. It's coming in the next couple weeks here. So definitely get your ears perked. It's going to be weekend match. It's kind of Saturday, Sunday kind of deal. But anyhow, this game...
Early in the day.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what I remember as well. It is European time zone. Very early for us. So I remember last time I was getting up at like, 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock. Very early my time. Nonetheless, though, this game brought to you guys by Zowie here. If you guys need any more peripherals or just want some better peripherals in general, you're using something right now and you're just not comfortable with it, I would highly recommend checking out Zowie. Specifically their FK series. Phenomenal. I was actually showing some people at the LAN I was at over the weekend, like Maid setup and that kind of thing. And honestly, a lot of players there still are using at that LAN specifically, using the whole wallet technique on the cord and stuff like that. It's so difficult to recreate your setup when you're relying on something just anchoring your mouse cable like that. So definitely check out the Kamade. It's a fantastic product. Again, ZowieGear.com. But our pistol round is now going live.
I actually have a funny story with my Zowie. Like, you know the button at the bottom that changes the DPI on the fly? I didn't know that it was there, and I changed it. I'm over here changing all my settings. You know, my computer's messed up, so I can't even alt-tab.
Oh, man.
I'm in game, not even real. I'm reading the box, and then I realize it's on the front of the box. It's just laid out right there.
Oh,
yeah.
Jeez. Great
But I did
times.
realize they do put even some extra skates in there for you.
It's
When I
true.
was in my thrashing about, found that little treasure. Sometimes you don't get those included. But yeah, we're in the pistol round. Enough about Zowie. And Lunatik here, going up the catwalk. 2 other players. They
Look
are
at
pushing
Drake
up
here.
very slowly. Oh, he might be able to catch Anomaly, but Anomaly is in a position here at long where if Drake doesn't check it, there's going to be advantage for the T's, and just like that, Tempo Gaming, without taking anything, already have a bit of a... Oh, they do get traded off. So, all evened up here, but still pressuring his invert here on catwalk.
Yeah, he found one in lower dark. Saw Kusta peek as well. Fell off a little bit. Saw one top mid. He's still aggressively peeking, though, as wants to find a little bit more. He's hungry for the headshots here. An invert. Definitely want to highlight USPS players on the Lunatic lineup. I remember one of the first games that I saw from them. Oh, my God.
Whoa.
See, shots like that. Exactly. Thank you, invert, for demonstrating. Kusta puts him down. The trade is there, but nonetheless, what a sick shot is.
He's
The
so
bomb's still
hungry,
on mid.
though.
I know, right? He's just hanging out. He just wants heads. That's all he wants.
Right, the guy is a mobile turret when he has on the pistol rounds at least. But here, Tempo are going over towards the B site. Lunatic have the right side stack though, and now they're gonna book it into tunnels. Really interesting audible here by Lunatic saying, "Here, have the bomb site." We'll see if it pays off for him though.
Yeah, I like the idea. Drossel puts out Kusta, but Anomaly fires back, and now 2 different angles.
Oh.
Evu on his ZNF, and Drossel finds his frag as well, and they clean it up nicely. So I like it as I think the T's could have played it better. Like Tempo, I think they realized that they exited into upper dark, and then you see, I think it was Kusta that just kind of peeks all alone. And of course, they're probably going to be holding some sort of headshot angle there. They might play it passively, but the idea is they're going to retake from upper dark. So they're not just going to like let you come on in and waltz around. They're probably going to play it pretty aggressively in terms of peeking. So I don't know. I think that the T's maybe could have played that a little bit better once they exit into upper.
I guess you're thinking if you're Lunatic there, instead of getting crunched on, let's take the fight to the tunnels guy. There's probably going to be just one, maybe 1 or 2 there. So you take that fight, then come back to site with your teammate rotating through. I like it. It eliminates one of the angles. They didn't know that everybody was coming from middle. I'm not sure if they would have made the same decision if they did have that information. Maybe I'll talk to one of them afterwards, because that's a pretty big play to make on pistol round. But Tempo Gaming now coming up out long. They do got one guy lurking in B, probably looking for some stragglers. They are P250'd up here at long, and I favor that gun over the Tech 9 here. At these distances, P250, a very accurate long-range weapon.
Yeah, but unfortunately for them, the M4 is maybe a little bit better as Tifu and And Invert playing from A, take them all down. As I would have liked to see maybe a little bit more of a rush play on that long play, but they instead just kind of stay posted right outside of pit and try and take a bunch of aim duels. And again, with the P250s, you shouldn't be winning those battles. if they're hitting their shots with their M4s, they should be able to take you down. So maybe a different eco strat needs to come out next time. Who knows? But it will be Lunatik taking their second round, and again, a flawless one on their anti-eco. It's fantastic for them.
Yeah, and now Tempo Gaming, they did get the bomb down in that first round, however, so they're just gonna AKs come out. And for Lunatik here, got a couple of Thomases, but they do have full nades. Tempo Gaming now giving away the fact that they have the rifles as they go for a quick little long. Lunatik here coming up long with a lot of aggression, actually. They're bringing 2 players into the doors. Tempo Gaming is set up outside of long. If Lunatik peeks out these doors, they are doomed.
Apparently, they don't even need to peek because Invert goes down, gets sprayed through the doors. Didn't show the icon, though. It's kind of bizarre, but he did get sprayed down. ZNF finds Drake. Tivu is attempting to trade back here as he will spam the doors, but that's more or less just providing the information that there's a player still deep in long A. So, taking up Catwalk, Tivu is going to see if he can find any info on how many players are on A currently. As, again, they knew that one was at long, so there's none on site. Maybe it's a good play, but it will be a mid to B. Drossel, if he can find some frags here. Again, he's still playing inside of B. They've got scouts inside of CT spawn. Interesting play here as everybody pretty spread out at this point.
Guys have a big chance though. Oh, can't spam down anybody. Nice little juke out the window, straight down into the site, leaving only Tivu up. And Tempo, what they did there, they had the guy come up mid, and then they still had multiple people on catwalk, and the guys outside of B weren't taking into the site really fast. It looked as if they were trying to force the member of Lunatik at B to rotate out, but never came. But in the end, wasn't too big of an issue to deal with as Tempo was able to take out Drossel entering into the site. So now Lunatik on the save. This is not a good look from them. They are already down.
Oh, poor Dre.
Pretty hefty amount. What happened?
He just like walked through. And then that nade puts him down. He got shot through the smoke to 1 HP, kind of stopped in place, and just like, and then he gets naded. And then Kusta takes down Drossel as he suicides through the smoke and double doors. They've got a good cat stack here. Scouts finds one. Can he find another one? He won't be able to. So only invert as, again, not the round Lunatik was really looking for.
Not at all. It's one of those eco rounds. You hype yourself up a bit by buying a few guns. Let's go, guys. But at the start of the round, you get dropped down to just 1 HP. That's the worst feeling. You know, you're already down on Dust 2, and then you're so worried about the long cross. You've been crossing pretty successfully, not taking too much damage, and you get blasted on the cross. So frustrating on this map. And I guess it's one of the things that makes Dust 2 really interesting or unique in that sense. Because what other map has that, you know, peak all the way down middle at the very start of the round? The only other one I could think of is Contra.
Right, yeah, no, and I think that's one of the things that is special about Dust 2 is it's the quickest engagement in terms of middle in a map period. You have an engagement that's critical to just getting a count on the cross even is a lot of information to the T. So Dust 2 definitely, it's a map that the pace, even from the get-go, you need to be on point. And maybe for some other maps, you can kind of slowly take up to where you're going to post up and work a little slower. But I feel like Dust 2 definitely, like you were suggesting, that mid-play, very important.
Yeah, and if you have a good opera that can time that well, it's not as big of a deal in this version. It was easier in Source to pick the cross in my eyes. And I don't know, about 1.6, I didn't make it too far in there. But Tempo taking up mid slowly here. No op for Lunatik to contest. Drake, the only player for Lunatik here at middle. The Lunatik opting for the 2-1-2. Tempo is more favoring the 3-1-1. Drake, taken out by ZNF, and that is mid player for Tempo. Kusta as well. Oh my, these entries from Tempo. Lunatik's got to get it together, otherwise they're going to get a swift exit this map.
Yeah, and that barrel that Invert was just playing, Uber's going to take down Drossel in the back of the site. And they're kind of taking some aim duels here, and I'm not really sure why. The CT side, you need to be more coordinated and utilize kind of your utility to help other players out. And every single frag we just kind of saw there was just one-on-one angles. They're trying to take duels. Invert was playing from the barrels, staring towards Catwalk, and that's one of those angles where you're simply taking an aim duel. Kusta's on fire right now. You see him take down Tivu as well. He is hitting shots, so he slightly immediately moves up the stairs. You can see only his head, and he's pre-firing that barrel. He's going for it, and that's exactly how Invert goes down. Now Scout's in a situation where he's trying to save, but this is looking pretty bleak here as Tempo. They're going to get through this round without a single player going down. Their economy is going to be out of control.
Yeah, this is great for them. It's going to be real tough for Lunatic to make the comeback now. Because Tempo's economy is going to get bigger and bigger. And what happened at the beginning again? I have the Lunatic accidentally picked us two. That's what happened?
I don't know exactly. I'm not 100% certain. I'm not sure why they picked us too. There may have been some confusion in the veto process. Nonetheless, though, this is what they landed on. And as much as I've seen them occasionally do all right things, I definitely think that this is a map that, again, with Kusta on the lineup of Tempo, and you can see he's at 26 frags right now. He's just going out of control. This is not really the map I feel Lunatic would have been that great on. That being said, Season was banned out. That was like their gold ace up their sleeve. So I don't know if it would have been different if any other maps were chosen for map number 1. I think that they were going to go for Mirage, but that was picked by Tempo anyhow. So they're going to play on that map regardless, then Inferno is the third. So I don't know. I think we may have seen Dust 2 even if they picked Mirage. It would have been Tempo maybe picking Dust 2. There was some confusion in the veto phase, though, and I don't know if this was the perfect map for them, although their alternatives, I don't know either. So 14-7, though. Lunatic definitely down at this point.
And I'm sure if they could have it their way, they would have 3 seasons. Best of 3.
Yeah.
And Tempo. Now 2 rounds away from putting map 1 away. Lunatic here, last chance. The fully gun round to make their comeback happen. They have no room for error at this point. And Tempo Gaming, no reason to switch that tempo up. Their slow work has been working just fine. Lunatic here has been giving them ample entries, or entry attempts at least, giving them lots of peaks here. And man, Lunatic playing 1-1 here at short as well as long. I really don't like this setup from them, but Tempo Gaming is trying to work out middle all alone. They tried to throw a pop flash for Ryu, but Lunatic's setup, it's like constricting around mid. They have 2 players at the doors, 1 player pushing up catwalk. And if Tempo Gaming doesn't have a lot of numbers here, it should be easy for Lunatic to hold this.
Yeah, Drossel's going to take a duel here with Uber and Upper Dark and finds a better end. Invert AWP frag on a ZNF, and now only 2 players for the T side working towards long, and they need to deal with a single player and hit Tivu with a nice off angle. He's going to find one, make it a second as Kusta very low, so makes it easy there for Tivu, and we see now a flawless round going back to Lunatic. So
yeah, 5 survive.
Not too bad at all. Obviously, they still have to deal with the economy of the T side, as even after this buy, look at the monetary situation. They still have some decent cash in their bank. So Lunatic need to get through this one and then maybe even another before a save comes out. But comeback could definitely be possible here on Dust 2, especially if Invert's hitting those shots as Uber goes down early.
Yep. Couple events making it possible here for Lunatic. Hard, really tough to smash that piggy bank, though. They're going to have to win at least 1 more, as you were saying. But a good start this round for Lunatic. Invert getting real peaky at middle. Now Tempo looking to split A eventually. Lunatic now utilizing better smokes and nades and such. Just really isolating catwalk for Tempo to try to take up. And a lot of time expired. Now Lunatic rotating back towards B, as it's been a real silent Tempo late into this round. Working up Cat here. Kusta, he can open up this A site, maybe even take down the player at long if his teammate works out. They might have a chance here, but it all starts with the opening kills of Kusta. Still creeping up. The CT here is peeking a bit. That's Drake from the site, but eventually Tempo is going to have to make more aggressive of a move because all this time expired. Lunatic, they seem like they're getting a little antsy over towards B.
And Drake, or rather, Kusta misses the shot on Drake as he's working on a ramp here. That Molotov's going to bring him out, but Tivu and Drake both find frags. Only ZNF on catwalk. He's moved up to elbow, but Drake deals with him as well. So 5 alive once again here, Lunatic. That's definitely what you want if you're on that comeback train. And you can see, again, still enough money here to buy. And, yeah, the T's actually might have enough where once they're in save territory, they've got enough round loss bonus to actually put a decent buyout. So we'll see if a save actually comes out. But Lunatik is taking it one round at a time right now. We'll see if Invert can get anything done here, as Kusta will be picking mid. Invert jumps across. Is he going to take the pick? They both go for it, but it's going to be Invert to take the frag as a leg shot goes onto Invert himself. 19 HP as they push out long here, but the trades come in as Drake goes down.
Sivu was all alone in car. He's trapped. I'm not sure if Tempo know that he's here. If they did, I'm sure they'd be trying to swarm all over him. Now get some assistance at long. Nice little pop flash, but he doesn't move out from car. Tempo can work up long here. Lunatic might be in a little danger, but Tempo's taking it really passive. They're still scared to work up mid as Drossel is working up here. But they can get a nice little A crunch going on. They got to get up Cat quickly. And Tempo not going to go for it. They're just instead going to take it even slower. Now working the bomb up Cat, though. Only one player in the site of A. That's only Scouts. If Scouts goes down, Lunatic's chances go right out the window. And now Scouts in a dangerous position. They've smoked him up. They're working up Catwalk. Shot in the back. And that's the A site for Tempo. Disastrous situation here for Lunatic. Invert, 19 HP. He's been on with that AWP, but he's stuck at middle here. He's going to go down. Yeah, really tough to work out a middle like that. Drossel, last guy up. Tempo, take another one. 15-9. One round away from moving on to Mirage, did you say?
Yeah, Mirage will be the second map. That's Tempo's pick, and then we'll have Inferno as the third random knife for sides if it is required. But yeah, Tempo's going to put up 15. Now, Lunatic, they still have enough money to buy, but
it just sucks for Invert because his ops came alive late, but they can't make any more mistakes.
And that's the unfortunate part. If you're a bit of a slow starter, it really can be detrimental to your play. But ZNF actually takes down Invert as we're hyping him a little bit. He peeks out Catwalk, tries to get an aggressive pick, but goes down immediately. Drake tries to clean up after the mess is made, and still can't find anything either. So ZNF with a 2K. We're going to try and set another one up. Catwalk. TV looking for one as Kusta will go down. So it's definitely a player you want to get rid of on the field. Scouts playing very near in double doors and actually got... oh, never mind. Drossel still playing deep in bomb site B, but being very aggressive here are the CTs. And sometimes you got to do that if you want to even up the man count, but it needs to be very calculated as still two players in upper dark, but they're pretty spread out. Looks like the bomb will be heading that direction, though.
And that was just a goofy round by Lunatic. Tempo Gaming had no idea that the third man from Catwalk was going to push. Like, I've already killed two of your teammates here. Just stop. But he comes on through anyways. Does trade out, but the action is going to be over towards B here. The man in the sight, Drossel, does have his teammate coming through the window. Drossel can't connect on anybody thus far. Wow, he misses everybody. He does a decent amount of damage, but it doesn't amount to any kills. His teammate, Scouts in the window, only able to get one. That was a pretty abysmal behold, as now Tempo move on, taking map number 1, 16-9, and Lunatic just need to have a better start.